Today we will begin to take a look at the process of purchasing a vehicle. An automobile is the second most expensive purchase, only after a home, that you will come in contact with throughout your life. Throughout this presentation, you'll receive instruction on financing a car, as well as what additional expenses are related to owning or leasing a vehicle. In addition, you will compare the difference in buying a new versus old car, as well as leasing versus owning a vehicle. So how much can you afford for a car? The average price of a new vehicle is $25,206 and a used one is $15,568. A person usually spends anywhere from 10 to 20% of their budget on their vehicle as well. There are both fixed and flexible expenses that are involved with owning a car. A fixed expense does not change. The price stays the same from time to time. These amounts you have already committed to spending. A flexible expense changes from time to time. For example, some months you may choose to drive more often than others, therefore your gas price may change from month to month, not staying consistent. It is important to understand the terminology related to purchasing a car. A manufacturer is the company that builds the car. For example, General Motors manufactures Pontiac and Buick. The manufacturer builds the make of a car. Specific types of makes include a Taurus or an Accord. Most car buyers have to take out a loan, that is, borrow money from a bank or other institution with the agreement to pay it back plus interest over a certain period of time. All loans come with finance charges, which include all the costs of borrowing. In other words, everything you will have to pay beyond the amount needed for the car. These charges can be high for teens who usually don't have much credit history. Many lenders will not make loans for cars that are more than 5 years old. The annual percentage rate, or APR, also called the interest rate, calculates your finance charges as a yearly rate. This rate will help you compare loan offers. So what do lenders look for in an individual to obtain a loan? Lenders require a certain level of income each month to qualify. In addition, they feel more comfortable giving money to someone who has lived at their current address for more than 6 months. They prefer someone who has been at their current job for more than 6 months too. Finally, they will take note of your credit history. Lenders use credit scores as a quick way to judge whether you will pay back your money within time. New cars look impressive but can cost a lot more without offering much greater value. Over the first 2 years, a new car loses or depreciates at least 22 to 30% of its resale value. Many buyers on a limited budget can't afford that loss of value, so they look for gently used vehicles that have already depreciated in value. Many used car buyers find cars that break down right after they're purchased and other problems that they didn't know about before buying. Recently, many dealerships have begun offering certified pre-owned programs to battle this problem and ensure the quality of their used cars. The potential trouble of a used car is enough to convince someone who can afford it to buy new. New cars come with a variety and certain peace of mind that used cars cannot offer. Now you know what you can afford. How do you find a car to buy? Advertisements for cars fill the classified section of the newspaper. Car lots are packed with new and used cars too. Before you take your first step to see a car in person, make sure you've done your research at home. Magazines like Consumer Report offer expert opinions and test drive reviews. If you are looking for a used car, the Kelley Blue Book will help you determine the value of a particular make and model and offer advice on how to deduct for damages caused by the previous owner. For some, a dealership offers security. Buying from a dealer does have some drawbacks. You'll probably pay more than you would have from a private seller. Finally, make sure you utilize the many online sources available too. There are websites related to pricing, safety, and even gas prices, which we're going to look at next. FuelEconomy.gov is a great website to use to help you with purchasing a vehicle. Within this website, you can research the gas prices for a specific car for city driving, highway, or a combination of the two. In addition, this website allows you to look at 4 car models side by side to help compare the vehicles. Finally, the website will customize an annual fuel estimate based on the cost of gas in your area and the percentage of highway to city driving. If you want a new car and you plan on driving it only a couple of years, leasing might be a good option for you. The benefit of a lease is that you can get a car with little or no money down. If you are able to put a down payment, you may be able to lower your monthly payment as well. When you sign a lease, you are opting to use the car for a specific amount of time. At the end of the lease, you'll have to give your car back. When buying a car, a 20% down payment is recommended. The down payment will help protect your loan from going upside down. This happens when a car owner owns more or owes more on the loan than their car is worth. The major benefit of buying over leasing is that you'll probably pay off the loan before the car stops working. Then you'll be free of your monthly payments. Before officially purchasing a car, you always want to test drive the vehicle. It is a good idea when testing your car to use your normal travel routes so you get an idea of what it will be like on a typical day. A typical test drive should last approximately 10 minutes, driving 10 miles. Once you have found the car of your dreams, you will then need to negotiate a price with the seller. When buying a car, you never want to pay the sticker price of it. It is a good idea to negotiate a new price. Prior to doing so, you'll want to know what the dealer paid for the vehicle and negotiate about 3 to 5% above the invoice price. In addition, it's a good idea to obtain a firm price from the seller before discussing any other aspects such as a trade-in of another vehicle. Make sure to shop around and compare prices with various dealers or sellers prior to purchasing a car. However, it is a good idea to not shop by monthly payment. In the negotiation process, dealers try to lower the monthly payment by extending the loan term rather than cutting the purchase price. Once you have negotiated your price, you will meet with the finance office. Finance managers will try to get you to buy every option available, like additional insurance and extended warranties. There is usually a big markup for these items. The finance managers also usually make a commission off these sales. Remember, you have the right to say no to all of these options they discuss with you. We have now completed the video. Once you have completed the entire lesson in video, you should be able to understand that getting a car of your own is exciting, but also involves a lot of work. For people with little credit history, a loan can be hard to get to. At the dealership, salespeople can be intimidating, but if you do your homework, you'll be able to find a reliable car without an expensive bill.